the session. So basically, we will be talking about what is cloud computing, what is the need of exactly cloud computing, and how cloud has.
Sir,
Eva-
excuse me.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Sir, in which platform you will share, sir? Actually, there is no platform to communicate between students and the teacher.
You can create a WhatsApp group, okay?
Yeah.
Like, or you want me to create a proper website for you guys to communicate?
No, they
Okay.
created a Techland web. Actually, app is provided to us, and also they told us to download those apps, and also they provided links, HTTP links.
Hmm.
But they what the support team was replying us is the system is crashed, so we cannot communicate with you uh, directly like that. They were telling.
Actually, I also don't have the app right now. So yeah, you can just create a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Like how cloud has evaluated, types of clouds computers and types of cloud computing services, cloud data centers, all of this we will study today. And it's just an introductory session, not that in depth. So let's start it. What is cloud computing exactly? Basically, cloud computing refers to the delivery of computing services that includes, firstly, the most common service that is used by each and every organization, each and every business, and even the individual users. That is the storage service. Cloud storage service is the most common service that is taken by most of the people. And there are various services that are provided: servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, all the things. And they have the subscription models, like for yearly, most of the cases, and sometimes pay per use also. Instead of owning and maintaining physical servers, like in, like, let's say when cloud was not there, all the organizations used to have their big data centers within their office premises. But now each and every organization is moved towards cloud. They have their Azure or AWS cloud services they are taking, and they are storing their data in those platforms instead of owning big data centers. Why are they doing it? There are like various reasons that we will talk about later on. Okay. And they are basically third party providers that gives us services. Not only AWS and Azure, there are very big amount of players in the market these days. For example, Mega also. I think Mega is also providing you the storage services, and Google is also providing you the cloud computing services. So there are various companies that are moving towards cloud, and I think the growing opportunities for cloud will be very much high in this coming 5 to 6 years because of that only. And cloud computing also offers numerous benefits like scalability, flexibility, cost savings, enhanced security. Since cloud providers invest heavily in security measures, I think I told you guys in the first session only that cloud computing is also linked to cybersecurity. And I think you guys know or not, but I am a cybersecurity professional. And you must be thinking, why am I telling you guys about cloud? Because uh, I am also involved with cloud in my job. Okay. So that way, cloud and cybersecurity are in a line these days. So you should have a little bit of idea of both of them. Even if it doesn't matter if you are into cloud or cybersecurity, you have to study the other part also, totally depending on which team you are. Okay. Let's say if you are working for Amazon or Microsoft in their cloud department. Okay, now they have their security department as well for cloud. Even if they are cloud service providers, they have to secure their data as well, because they are they are storing all the data from their big clients. And even if there is a 1% chance of a data leakage, it can cause a huge damage to their reputation, which will be again huge loss to their business as well. So that's why they are spending a heavy amount into the security measures as well. There are basically three types of cloud computing services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. About infrastructure as a service and platform as a service, I'm not sure that you both be aware of, but when it comes to software as a service, I think you should be aware of. Are you? Anyone? Software as a service.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Okay. Mhm.
Platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, and those all apps, they are
Okay. The
Netflix.
one Zoom on which we are talking, it's a software as a service, right?
Yes, sir.
Subscriptions we take, they all are software as a service, and they provide us different level of control and management for users. It totally depends what kind of service you're taking from them. Any questions you have? Just the introductory part. Any question you have, just ask me silly questions. Doesn't matter what the question is.
Give examples of infrastructure as a service and platform as a service as well.
Infrastructure as a service and platform as a service and software as a service, we will be studying in detail. Okay,
Oh,
let me give you a quick brief, but since you have asked the question, infrastructure as a service means they will allow you to tweak into the whole infrastructure. They will give you the whole infrastructure. You can, build it according to your choice. Let's say if you are a, let me tell you like who uses what kind of service. Let's say you are a small scale business. Okay, you only want storage, you only want a little bit of security with that storage, so you will just purchase that subscription that includes the storage, right? You
oh,
don't need a platform to deploy or build applications. You don't need an infrastructure because you are not that big of an organization. But when we talk about big MNCs, TCS, Wipro, Infosys, any big you can think of, okay, they take infrastructure as a service. Now they can modify and they can build the whole infrastructure, but the resources that we need to build the infrastructure, that will be provided by us, to by those cloud computing providers. Next, when we talk about platform as a service, they give us the platform in which we can build and deploy the applications. Let's say I want to build a software as a service solution. I want to build a software to for my business. On what platform I build the application? Can you name some?
so it means
Have
the OS that I'm using, like platform, either Windows or Linux or Mac.
no, that is not a platform. That is
Oh,
not a platform actually. Platform is, let's say, have you guys heard about Visual Studio?
yes,
Okay, this is a platform. And can you tell me like what company owns that?
Microsoft.
Microsoft owns that. And can we build applications on that? Can we
yes.
build softwares
Yeah.
on that? That is a
Yes.
platform.
Azure,
And
sir, Azure.
yeah, Azure. And and some things are open source for you in which you can build the applications. But when it comes to the enterprise level, because right now I think you must be using on the individual level, right, those
Mm.
applications. But when it comes to the enterprise level, even for Zoom, even for MS Teams, it is free for us but not for them. The organizations, like we are using MS Teams to talk to each other, we can use it for free because we are talking one on one or max to max 3 to 5 people. But when it comes to an organization, even if they are using Microsoft Teams, they have to purchase the E5 license, Microsoft E5 license. And you guys won't believe that just for just there is a platform WebEx. Okay, it takes like around $1.5 million for an year just for a platform they are providing to talk to each other.
Okay.
Any
Sir,
further
how
questions?
the yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
How the cloud connections are built, sir?
How the
cloud connections like servers, many servers are required for this now, sir, to
Mhm.
create a
Yeah,
cloud. So
yeah,
how they do
yeah. We will talk about that how it is set up and what is the exact workflow, how the cloud computing providers work. Okay.
and
In
another
short,
question, sir,
yeah. Go for it.
the server and what is the difference between server and database? If both are same or what?
Both are same or not? Okay.
Yeah,
This is a good question. What do you think about what a server is? Like, I'm just asking your opinion.
it shows the information what inside it or processing of information,
Can,
like a
can
CPU.
okay, like a CPU. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. And what is a database? Like, as you can just, take it from the word. What the word database suggests to you?
Storage.
Storage. So are they same?
No, process is different and
So
storage
like
is
you
different.
only told me the difference. So basically, let me tell you, server is you can say server is like a computer, okay, that
Yeah.
provides its services to several hosts or consumers. Let's say I am the consumer. I have a router at my home, right? You have a router at your home. You're using Wi-Fi or using a mobile network. How are you getting data? You're accessing internet, right? How are you getting the internet? From your Airtel or Vodafone server you have, the nearest server you have for Airtel or Vodafone,
Mhm.
you're getting data from that. Now, when it comes to the database is used to organize and store the information that is generated by your computer. Any more questions? Or
Sir,
you don't
in last
get it?
class, I
Yeah, yeah.
got it.
Mhm.
In last class, few points you left, sir. Uh, you told that I will explain next class, in next class.
TCP/IP protocol and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll talk about it. Don't worry about it. It comes under networking only, and I think it is very important. But since they were like they were also saying that there are some students left, so and also we had to leave in between sessions, so I will just do a quick recap for all that session. Okay,
Mhm.
maybe in the next session, just quick recap and about TCP/IP, of course. Rest, like, are you guys able to figure out what exactly cloud computing is? See, cloud computing or cyber security, you have to understand the basics of networking. And like, by the way, I did I told you guys about the certifications that you
Yes.
can learn about for cloud? See,
No,
there are
sir.
two entry level certifications. So let me tell you. One is AZ100. Okay, AZ100 and AZ900. These are two Azure certificates, and they are very popular entry level. And I think one of them is free, and other of them is I don't know. Like it's cheap, but so these are the two basic certifications that I would suggest you to do before applying to jobs.
What is the number, sir? 100 and 900.
This is basically you can say the just Azure naming convention, because for Azure and AWS, as I told you, like both of them are the same platforms. The only difference between both of them are the naming conventions. They just use different names for each of the things. Don't worry,
Providers are different.
I'll like uh, in this course which I have prepared for you guys. I have took the syllabus from AZ900 also, so we will be talking about that as well, but afterwards, not now. What is the growing need of cloud computing? We have studied like what is cloud computing exactly, but what are the reasons that we need cloud computing? First is scalability. This is the very important factor. Cloud computing allows various organizations to scale their computing resources up or down as needed depending on the demand of their service. Let's say if I need 100 GB of storage, I can buy 100 GB of storage. When it comes to the physical storage and I bought 100 GB of a hard disk and I am not consuming it full, then it is a wastage of money. But when it comes to cloud computing, I can only buy services which I need. If I need 1 TB of storage, I can buy 1 TB. If I need 100 GB, I can buy 100 GB. It totally depends on me and my consumption. Okay, and the changes that we can make in the storage, like let's say if I need some amount of storage very quickly, it's just a matter of time that we will just have to go to their portal and just apply for that, and within minutes I will have all that storage. Next we have is flexibility. Cloud computing not only provides us the scalability but also flexibility in terms of where and how employees can work. These days we have like various MNCs that are situated around the world, not just at one place, unless they are the startups. So now in order, like they have like one you can say more than 50 offices around the world, so they have to manage all the data resources. So with cloud computing, employees can access all the applications and data from anywhere with the world. They just need an internet connection, and they can, even these days, employees can, like usually company provides their kits to employees, right? They provide laptops and uh, chargers to them. But nowadays there are some companies which are saying that okay, no worries, that you have a laptop, you can work on your laptop, you just need to have a stable internet connection. Can you guess how do they do the work from their laptops, personal laptops?
VPN connection might be.
VPN.
Hmm.
Okay. Any more suggestions or guesses?
Using
V
internet,
Sorry.
using internet connect.
Internet though is very much. Without internet, I can't connect to even my office situated nearby. Basically, the main thing we need aside from internet is a virtual machine and a VPN. These two things. Okay, we will talk about virtual machines also. Next we have is cost savings. Cloud computing can be more cost effective than the traditional on-premises computing because of two factors. One is most of the organizations are situated in tech cities, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Gurgaon, Delhi, and the rates, the prices of the land in these areas are very high. And if you are in a city with an office, and after that you are building a database center also, then you have to again buy a land, or you have to buy some more area in your office building to build your data center, and that would cost you much more. You have to pay the rent, first thing. Second, you have to pay the electricity bill, because this is not something that won't take any electricity. Next, you have to ensure that the place is cooled down, because the data center is a very, it generates a lot of heat. So a lot of things. That's why companies prefer to have a cloud computing services, so that they don't need to take care about any of these, and they can, just run their business efficiently. Next we have is improved security. Now the main question is, when we are having these when we are talking about these big MNCs, there is a lot of data that is associated with those, the client's data, the employees data, and business deals, any kind of data you can talk about is which is confidential. We have to make sure that that data is secure. Now when we are talking about cloud services, how are we going to trust them that okay, we are giving them the providing us the data, like though they are storing our data, but the data is ours, right? And we need to make sure that we are providing the data in the right hands, and it won't be stolen or it won't be seen by other person. Okay, for that, cloud computing services including Amazon, Azure, they are spending a very huge amount on security measures on their data centers. And whether it's be physical security or whether it's be online security, they are spending a lot of amount on that, so that they can, just ensure their clients that their data is safe with them. And without surety, no one will give them their data. That's why they are playing big in the market, because of that only. Any questions you have?
Yes, sir. What is VPN, sir? I don't.
VPN. Yeah, VPN is also something that we missed in the last session, so don't worry about it. Okay. Uh, this is a very, you can say, VPN. People think that VPN is a very easy to understand statement, that it is just something that allows us to connect to some other location or something, but this is not the purpose of VPN actually. Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you guys about VPN in detail, but like in the networking session itself, which we will be taking, I think, in the next class. Okay, but by the way, what is your understanding of VPN? What is VPN?
I don't know even full form, sir.
Okay,
I
and
want
what
to
about
Google it
Lindsay?
now.
Lindsay, I think Lindsay must be familiar with VPN. I think your organization must also be using a VPN, right?
Yes, yes, Harshit, yeah.
Which they are using? My
Cloudflare.
which one?
Cloudflare.
Cloudflare. Yeah, Cloudflare is a very big player. They have various. They are basically famous for security. Okay, and they are like having various solutions like Area One. Area One, have you heard of?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So my organization uses Global Protect.
Okay.
Hmm. So basically, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Okay, and let me tell you a real life example why VPN is necessary, even if we are not in an organization or not. Let's say you are on airport or you are on CCD or something. Okay, now usually they have free Wi-Fi's available, public Wi-Fi's that we call, right? And usually we have to connect to those public Wi-Fi's if we are traveling or if we are outside or we don't have internet connection. So what we will do is we will just connect to the public Wi-Fi, and then we will start using internet. We will be using our Instagram, we will be using YouTube. Sometimes we have to do some work, so we will be doing our work. But do you know that that Wi-Fi, that public Wi-Fi which you are connecting to, is not actually safe, and any person like me especially can look into what you are looking, if he has some good knowledge of networks and cybersecurity and all of that, because I am into ethical hacking as well, so that's why I'm telling. So basically, the public networks that are available, anyone who is connected, let's say you are connected to a public Wi-Fi of an airport, and I'm also connected to that Wi-Fi, I can easily look into what you are searching for and what exactly are you typing in. All your Google history, all your emails, all the data that you have on your system, and all the credentials also, credit card numbers, Gmail, password, everything. To prevent
Previous
that,
details, previous history also you can access.
yeah, definitely.
Oh
Everything you
my
can
God.
say. Yeah. No, I am not that actually. I'm a
No,
white hat
no.
hacker, so yeah. Okay. But I am telling you
Still
just an
fine.
example. This is something that can happen easily. So now to prevent that, we can use virtual private network, that is a VPN. Now what it will do is, basically, let's say you connected to a VPN. Okay, now it will create a virtual network for you that is private and encrypted. Do you know the meaning of encryption, anyone?
Machine readable language.
Machine readable language is encryption. Okay. Okay. By the way, both of you uses WhatsApp, right?
Mm,
Okay. And have you seen like WhatsApp says that message is end to end encrypted?
yes.
Yeah. So basically, let's say I am Harshit and I am sending message to Mahesh. Okay, I'm sending message to Mahesh. I'll just say, "Hi Mahesh, today is what day is today? Today is Thursday. Hi Mahesh, this is Thursday actually." So what now? What WhatsApp will do is since they have encryption implemented, my message would be turning into unreadable format. I wrote in English that this is Thursday or today is Thursday. It would be converted into unreadable format, and after that, when it and the key to that, see, encryption is like a lock. It will be locked, and it can be only opened by the encryption key to make it readable. And who has the key in this case? I am the one who locked it. Who can open it? Only Mahesh can open it. Mahesh will only have the key. This is called as end-to-end encrypted. What's the purpose of this? I send a message and he is receiving a message. But the
Security,
message,
security, sir.
sorry,
Se- Security.
yeah, security, exactly. Since we are like connecting with internet, right? We are not using our traditional methods like letters or something. So we are communicating over internet, and on internet there are millions of people, good people also, bad people also. So someone who is on a network or who someone tries to steal that message, or sometimes people can also modify the message in between. If your email security of your organization is not that strong, sometimes people can even interfere with your email also, and they can change the contents of your email. So that's why encryption is very necessary. I sent a message, it will be logged, then it will be reached out to Mahesh. Mahesh will only have that key, encryption key, and after that he will be only person who will be able to see the exact message in English. And the encrypted message is very hard to understand. Nobody can understand it, or any software can't decrypt it. Okay. Now you get the idea what encryption is. So basically, virtual private network also does the same. Whatever we are browsing, whatever credentials we are doing, all the data will stay encrypted in a private network. So that even if the hacker is connected to the same network, all the data, if he also gets access to that data, first of all, he won't be able to, because we are on a virtual private network, and it will also change the location. Let's say I will be connected to USA or I will be connected to Europe. It totally depends what kind of VPN I am using. Usually people do use premium VPN, and there are also free VPNs that are available. So it totally depends and where I am connecting. So in that way, I can, secure all the surfing that I'm doing on the internet, and also the data that I am transmitting will also stay safe, encrypted. That's the purpose of VPN actually. Like, are you guys
So
getting
is
it?
VPN
Or
is a program or what? A program only.
VPN is not a program. It's you can say software as a service.
Oh,
There are many companies like they are offering VPN like ExpressVPN, HMA VPN. Let me show you one VPN also. I have this premium VPN, though this one is a premium VPN. Okay, this is HMA. Like, it's visible by the way on screen?
only the
Only the
PPT is visible.
I don't think it would be visible. Yeah, let me share it full screen. Okay, now it's visible.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah. So this is the VPN. Okay, though it's an expensive one, but it's because of my profession. So this VPN allows me to, first of all, I can connect to anywhere in the world, and I can get access to any data. Let's say sometimes I have to book flights from another country, or I have to, sometimes get access to some websites that are only available in those countries, then I use VPN. Apart from that, I also prefer to use VPN whenever I'm traveling. So it is a very good thing to have VPN, especially in your mobiles also and in your laptops as well. See, I have multiple options. USA, Bahamas, just name the country and I can connect within seconds. And how it works, let's say this is my original IP, right? Can you see the IP here?
Yes, sir.
This is my
Yes.
original IP. Now let's say I turned on VPN and I am connecting to California. Okay. It will connect me to this USA server, and now see what my IP will be. It will even change my now my IP will be shown to internet in this way. 192.252.220.35. So this is the way VPN works. And I am visible on internet with this IP. That's why the reason
Sir,
that
when you return to India, the same IP address will you will get, sir.
yes. Now when I turned it off, I have my same IP back.
Okay, okay.
So this is the way it works. And like recently, because of that only, now what it is, as I said, that everything has a good side and a bad side as well. So the drawbacks of VPN is, if some hacker or someone tries to access something with VPN, he will be untrackable, because we won't be able to track the IP. How does police or how does government track the hackers? With using of IP. If your IP is tracked, you're gone. But if your IP is safe and untrackable, you're absolutely safe. They can't get the location.
Sir, another question.
Yeah, go for it.
Here the Airtel Jio, these networks are there, no, sir. In other countries also, the same networks are followed or a different thing they will follow.
I didn't get your question. Can you elaborate?
The networks you shown me has sorry, you showed
I
has no, sir. IP address in India is one, and the other country IP address is different.
hmm yeah.
What it means, sir? What it means?
So this is basically IP address, and range. Okay. The range of an IP address always starts from, let me open the notepad. IP address can be only in between range. Let's say you have alphabets. What is the range of alphabets? From A to Z, right?
Yes.
All the words you write, let's say any word you can say, any word, let's say notepad, it
Sir,
relies between A to Z, right?
Yes.
Every word
sir,
in notepad, NOTEPAD. Yeah, Mahesh.
sir, it is from 0 to 255 dot. That's IP
Yeah,
address is based
that's what
to
I'm
complete
saying. So
networks.
zero, yeah. So let's say 0000 to 255.255.255.255. This is the range in between IP address. Like your IP address or any IP address in the world should rely between this range. Okay. Let's say for example my IP address 139.5.222.120. Every each of the word that is 139, 5, 222 or 120, that lies in between 0 to 255, right? Same goes
Mm.
for the new IP 162.253.68.195. This also lies between 0 and 255. So in this way, random IP addresses that are associated with different locations or network service providers. Let's say you are using Airtel, or you're using a Wi-Fi network from Airtel, or using Geo or any network service provider. They have their dedicated set of servers, and all the servers have their dedicated IP addresses also. So in that way, the IP addresses are assigned to each of the server and to the location. Now, how the government track it? Every IP address is associated to a provider, first thing, and second, a location. Not a precise location, but the area you can easily get with the IP address. So this is very helpful to track down someone. So in this way it works. Virtual
Why
private network.
why the provider need a server, sir, to generate IP
Provider
address?
need no, not it is not like that. Let's say if you want your internet connection to work, you have to communicate to the server first, right? Let's say you are searching for Amazon.com. You are shopping for yourself. When you type Amazon.com on browser, what you are doing? You are communicating to Amazon.com servers, right? So
Yes,
let's say
sir.
you have a Wi-Fi connection or you are having a mobile data. You are trying to communicate to Amazon servers.
Yes.
Okay. Any more questions? Lindsay, have you got it? Everything so far?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And Mahesh, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Next we have is innovation. Cloud computing also provides us access to wide range of tools and services that can help organizations to innovate and bring new products and services to market more quickly. This can be especially important for startups and smaller organizations that may don't have resources to develop and maintain their own infrastructure. As I told you before that many startups these days are having growing up in India, so they don't have the exact amount to spend on very big locations and data centers. Even they don't have the revenue to buy their own office spaces. So for that reason most of them are moving towards cloud, so that they can just buy according to their need, and after that if they need more they can just upgrade their subscription. And also one more update regarding virtual private network is recently Indian government just said that every VPN, even if you are using VPN, you are trackable. And if you are a suspect, they will have to contact the VPN provider. Let's say I'm using Hama or using any other VPN. The data will be stored and it has to be provided to Indian government. So that's why many VPN companies also stepped away from India because of this reason. Because people usually use VPN network for their privacy, and but the perspective of government is also right, because sometimes what happens is many people will just use VPN to do malicious activities. They will just promote their agenda or something. So to prevent that, government has taken initiative to get all the data from these VPN providers. Any questions you have in this particular slide? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, no questions. Next we have is evolution of cloud. When did exactly cloud arrived in the game? So basically cloud computing began in 2000 early. Okay. And first of all, I think AWS was very popular. Then Azure also came. So basically, first of all, they started with, I think, the storage. Then after that they grown up a lot of services that they're offering. Even nowadays you don't even need a proper network security team also, though companies are having their own network security team. But the cloud services are so good these days, they can easily rely on them only for the infrastructure, and everything is managed by just one single portal. And as the market for cloud computing matured, new technologies emerged like containerization, which allowed applications to be packaged and deployed more easily. What are containers exactly? Um, Anyone know what is a container? Okay. Let's say if you are in an organization, okay, let's talk about Lindsay. You are working, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's say if you want to install an application, what is the process usually? if you want to install an application in a system. Usually it is deployed from the backend, right,
Uh,
to
if
your
it
system.
if it is through an Okta dashboard, it is done through the admin. Otherwise, we can also install, like, if I want if you want to
Mhm.
install any other applications on the machine, also I can install.
Okay, but you can only install the applications which you require for the project, but also there are like some pre-installed applications, you can say. Let's say I'm a fresher and I joined into your organization.
Mhm.
Whenever I start my laptop, okay, as soon as I start my lab machine, it will automatically have some of the applications like Microsoft Teams, Outlook, and ServiceNow, the service portal that your organization has, and some of the more essential things that are needed like VPN and all of that stuff, right?
Yes, yeah.
How are they deployed? Even because we just only started our machine and our credential is just created for the organization. So basically, they are deployed from the back end. How are they deployed? They are deployed using containers. Let's say if I want to install MS Office in every machine of my organization now, and I have like 55,000 to 60,000 machines in my organization, it will be very difficult task for me to install like one by one, because previously it was done like that. Like previously we have floppy disk, I think you both should know, floppy disk and CDs.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So with the help of CDs and floppy disk, previously we used to install softwares in our computers, right? But
Yes.
nowadays, do we have the computer like a CD slot or floppy disk slot?
No.
We don't have. So how are we installing them? So basically we use containers. What the purpose of container is, let's say I want to deploy Microsoft Office to all of my employees. So what I will do is I will just put Microsoft Office in a container, all the resources, all the things that are required. Then I will just use a software as a service solution for containerization. There are various platforms like Tanium is also one of those, and with one single click I can deploy it to every machine and it will be automatically installed in all of them, and it doesn't needs a user permission. It will be automatically installed all the machines that are in my network. So in this way containers works. And today, cloud computing has become ubiquitous, with all organizations of all sizes across all the industries adopting cloud-based services. And cloud is now seen as the key enabler of digital transformation, allowing organizations to be more agile, responsive, and innovative. Rest we will have like rest part we will study in the next session. By the way, are you guys getting the things or something you want me to improve?